So we've heard from Amar on social media. We've heard from Riggs just now. The game-winning touchdown last night. Catch or no catch?
They ruled it a catch. So, all those scoring plays are automatically reviewed and looked at. So, I'll defer.
How frustrating is it that ends up being the deciding play and it's in doubt now?
Well, listen. There's 100 and some odd deciding plays in a football game, right? Unfortunately, it came down to the end there, but there was plays and opportunities to be made on both sides of the ball in all three phases that we didn't make.
The decision to go with QB draw on the 2nd and 3. What was going through your mind with that play call?
Yeah, just numbers wise, with an ISO draw, as soon as you take the ball out of the quarterback's hands, you're now 11 on 12, right? So, we felt that we had an advantage there. At least get it close.
With hindsight, would you have made a different decision on that play call, or do you still feel confident in it?
It doesn't work out, so you look at everything. That's the beauty of sport. Sometimes those things work out, and sometimes they don't. So, listen, as a play caller, you analyze everything, you look at everything. There's a lot of other decisions in those situations that can be made, not just there, but throughout the course of the game. So, listen, I'll be critical of myself first, and evaluate myself as we go. But when you look at the course of the game, like I said, I think opportunities throughout the 60 minutes, put us in a situation to where the result wasn't what we wanted.
You had a lot of success in terms of wins in the postseason, but the numbers offensively aren't necessarily as strong in the playoffs as they have been for your offense in the regular season. Is that just the nature of postseason football, or is there something to that you've got to address internally?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'll evaluate everything. Evaluate myself, evaluate ways to get better. Right. So I don't know. We've had some good Western finals in the past. So yeah, we'll, like I said, playoff football and the way that our team was playing going into that game, we gave ourselves a chance to win. And statistically, all those type things, numbers, you got to find a way to win. And they found a way, and we didn't.
Was finding a frustrating part about last night's game?
I think just the finality of it. And, I think every team, every coach, you sit there and you wish a better fate for the guys that you've been working with for the last number of months. They deserve a better fate. They put an amazing amount of time and effort, and you're heartbroken for that. But that's the reality of our game, and the biggest takeaway is a sense of gratitude and proud of the way the guys grew throughout the course of the season. We're going to do our best to keep this team together. And I truly believe that the strides that we made this year will help us going through in the future.
What do you do to get over the hump?
So I think that's a tough question right now to look at. Less than 24 hours away. But we're going to look at everything. We'll look at everything to see where we can get better. But we're going to look at ourselves first. And, it's winning's hard. And I think we all understand that follows this game and is in this business. So you're heartbroken for the finality of it, but you're also encouraged about all the good things we did and how I see the guys interact with each other and how I see them work every day and their demeanor on the sidelines. I think there's something special there.
Is that the biggest positive from this season? You talked about players just getting to know one another and becoming, quote, that family. Is that your biggest positive from when you started with this team in Kamloops to where you are now?
Yeah, I think that there's a belief. I think you did see this team become a team, and the motivation was from within. It wasn't about stats. It wasn't about awards. It wasn't about those things. The motivation was to be the best teammate that you could be and play the game the right way and play the game for each other. So extremely proud of the way the guys came together. And, just like I told them, there's growth that has to be done every year. And at the start of the year, there was a major hill to climb and a gap that we needed to get to. And I feel that we've closed that gap a little bit.
Do you feel like you need to learn to win those games? Is that a learned skill, winning the tight games at crunch time?
Yeah, I think learning how to win is important. I think understanding what winning football looks like and what it takes is it doesn't just come down to one play. It comes down to everybody. It comes down to everybody in the organization. It comes down to everybody from, coach, player, someone on the support staff. It takes all of us, and we'll continue to grow and find ways to win.
Have you replayed that final 3 minutes in your head? Would you do something different?
I replayed it. I'll answer that part first.
Yeah.
Watched it. It doesn't get any easier. I think what you look at is you have to look at the entirety of it. I think that's important in tight ball games. And the way that game was going, it was going to take a play at the end of the game to make it. And you look at previous week, we made a play, right? So there's some confidence there. There's some growth that needs to be done, but excited about where we're going.
On the defensive side of it, that was a weakness at one point in this season, finishing out games. Turned it around, made some additions. It was real strength down the stretch, and it seemed like it regressed there on that final Saskatchewan drive. What did you see from the defense there?
Oh, listen, I got nothing but praise for the guys and how they grew throughout the course of the year. So let's, give credit. Those guys really came together, gelled, created an identity of a defense that will win you football games. And that's what those guys did. They stepped on the field with the confidence of a group that was playing together, playing extremely well together, making plays, making winning football plays, right? So when you look at the last drive, they made a couple more plays than us at that junction.
Keon Hatcher is a pending free agent. How important is it to get him back under contract?
Yeah, extremely important. Big part of what we've built this year. Guys like Keon and others. But you look at what he was able to do this year, the trust that he had with the group, and I truly believe the leadership aspect and the type of person he is extremely valuable as well. So, we definitely want to have him back for sure.
The last one I'll ask, Andrew Pearson after the game last night shared that the spouse of one of his teammates had received death threats because of the loss. As the head coach of the team, is there anything you want to say about that situation?
It should never happen. It should never happen on any social media platform, anywhere. These guys are human beings that deserve to be treated in a certain way. And it disgusts me, actually.
On a slightly more positive note, how nice is it to see a couple of your guys up for hardware this week at the awards?
Well-deserved, extremely well-deserved. Great players and, really good, human beings that I'm really excited about, that they're getting that recognition and deservingly, those type of awards. I know it's individual awards, but I know their teammates are excited for them too.
And just coming into a new environment in your first year, your record would certainly suggest that there was a moment when everything started to come together. But was there a moment or an event that happened sort of in your mind where you were like, yeah, I think we got something here?
Not really. I mean, I think staying the course and believing in what we were doing. When you look back on the year and you analyze it and you look at where we were at certain points, we believed that we were still a good football team, but we weren't playing winning football. So, we focused on the things that we needed to get better at. And one of the things that I'm really happy about our players doing was there wasn't any division. It was unity, support for what we were doing. And they believed in the vision and in the plan going forward. I think, a lot of credit goes to those guys for, remaining poised and not panicking and understanding that we needed to fix a few things and get better. And once we did that, the results will come.